Was it the height? Because man, he was putting some unbelievable air under those things.
Definitely, it was definitely the height, but I can't make that an excuse. I'm still supposed to catch him, but he's probably the best punter I've ever went against. So props to him. But I worked on it all through the next week. Caught extra punts after practice, and the Wake Forest game I didn't drop one, so hopefully I keep going forward, and I won't drop another one. So.
Can the Jugs machine replicate what he was doing?
Oh yeah, they made it replicate. It was probably higher, and it was super high, but it helped me. It paid off.
What does it mean for the coaches then to show all that confidence in you and put you right back out there, and then you go out to Wake and have a good game?
Yeah, that's what Coach Scott told me. He said he still had confidence in me. He knows that I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna bounce back. So, during that whole week, I made it a priority that I made sure that I didn't let my teammates down again. And we still won, but I still had a bad game. That could have been the reason why we did lose. So, I wanted to make sure that never happened again. So.
So many guys in this offense have had big plays. Lynn Jay's had a long run.
Yeah.
Travis, Justin's caught a long pass. T. Are you still waiting to kind of have your long moment here?
I mean, yeah, every player wants to have their big game, but as long as we keep winning, it's the whole team's having big games. So that's all that matters to me is that we keep winning games and that we hopefully make it to that national championship.
Mario, you think the velocity that Trevor can put on the ball that really helps you in the screen game, getting the ball out there quicker?
Oh yeah, for sure. Trevor does a great job of getting the ball out there quicker, so that defensive backs aren't able to react as fast. So he does a good job, and he does a good job in practice. We practice it after practice too, just so that we can get that timing down, so we can get north as fast as possible.
As a wide receiver, you guys have to work on getting off the line of scrimmage to create separation.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge when facing press coverage?
It's probably for me, cause I'm a smaller guy. Now in college football, it's a lot more 6'2", long arm type of guy. So it's just creating space as quick as possible. So not trying to stay at the line of scrimmage for a long period of time. Just try to get upfield as fast as possible. So that's what I work on. Just not trying to get held up at the line of scrimmage.
Big plays that the running game had against Wake Forest. Do you feel like that's going to ultimately help you guys make bigger plays now that the defense is going to have to?
Yeah, definitely, and it helped in the Wake Forest game too. We had 3 receiving touchdowns for long. Justin and T had big receiving touchdowns also. So I feel like it did that in the Wake Forest game, and if it keeps going, it's definitely going to make our offense more complement each other more in the passing game and the running game.
Mario, what's the mindset of this team coming off the bye week? I mean, do you feel like you guys are in a good place right now and ready to kind of finish as strong as you can?
Oh yeah, we definitely needed it. We've been going at it since August, so I think we needed a weekend to unplug. Get away from football a little bit. But I feel like we're ready to go, ready to get back to it.
With the bye week, you and T both being from Knoxville, you guys maybe make your way back home for the weekend, or do you guys hang out here on campus?
T went back home. I went out to California. I visited my dad at USC. I got to see his team play. So, that was pretty cool to go out there and support him because last week he was at Wake Forest game. So that was pretty cool that he got to come to my game and I got to go to his. So.
You able to sit in the box and watch him call plays?
Nah, nah. Hey, that would have been pretty cool, but I was in the stands like a fan, so that was a nice little experience.
So you're watching Southern Cal and Colorado. What's your thought on Pac-12 football, seeing then how it compares to football, maybe here in the South?
Yeah, I think it's very different. It's very different skill set type of players out in the Pac-12, and the offense are more spread out. And, it's like quicker players. It's everything is like faster. I feel like, but it's definitely good football. It's definitely good football, and the Pac-12 is competitive, super competitive. You never know each week who's going to win. So I respect the Pac-12 for that, and it's still college football. It's all D1 players, so props to them.
What's the environment like in Southern Cal?
Oh, it's a cool environment. It's downtown LA. It's a lot of people there, and I love LA personally. I love LA. As y'all may know, I was committed there, so I always love going back and visiting my family, and also just being in the city.
What's it like when you talk to your dad these days? Say he's out recruiting.
Yeah.
He's talking to kids and stuff, and he comes back to you and says, "What do you think about this guy?" Does he ever come to you advice about some of the kids he's recruiting or some of the scenarios he runs into?
Oh, when I was being recruited, he used to do that. But now that I'm in college, I don't really know none of the high school players that he recruits. But once I was being recruited and I was in my class, he used to ask me about players and stuff like that. But yeah, he always does that and asks about feedback and stuff like that too. So.
Mario, was a dogfight in Raleigh last year. 2 years ago, you weren't here, but that was a
Yeah.
Those games still fresh on your minds.
Yeah, I remember last year's game. You know, it was a tough one. You know, we pulled through though. Coaches are emphasizing this week that NC State always gives us problems. You know, they're a great team. You know, they're undefeated. And, you know, we got to come in here like it's a championship game. You know, that's how we play every game, and that's how we prepare. So I feel like if we prepare and do what we do, we should be ready.
I think Nelson Aguilar was in that game too.
Yeah, Nelly.
Did you get a chance to talk to him and thank him for all the help
Yeah.
on the front line?
Yeah, I talked to Nelson during the warm-ups because me and my little brother was on the field during warm-ups, and he was over there, and I got to speak to him for a couple of minutes. It was good catching up with him, just talking about his season and how things are going on his side, and him just encouraging me to keep going and keep grinding.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
No problem.